If you've been waiting for the motivation to do something, chances are you're going to be waiting a really long time. How many times have you told yourself, I'll start Monday, or I'll start that diet after vacation, or I'll start that business when life calms down? Chances are you are like most people. We've all done it. We've spent so much of our lives waiting to feel ready, and meanwhile, life is just passing us by. And that is exactly what's keeping you stuck. I've been reading Way of the Warrior Kid to my 5-year-old every night before bed, and I thought these lessons were going to be more for him, but it turns out that they were really resonating with me more than him, especially us moms. Discipline will always take you further than motivation. I will say it again. Discipline will always take you further than motivation. Motivation is a liar. And here's the thing about motivation. It is great until it's gone. You feel motivated after watching a podcast. You feel motivated after reading a book about healthy eating. You buy new workout clothes. You make a vision board. You promise yourself that this time is going to be different. Tuesday happens and life happens. And maybe you didn't sleep well, or the kids were sick, or this and that, and everything in between happened. Suddenly, the motivation is gone. And everything is out the window. That motivation you were counting on is obliterated. And that's because motivation was never meant to carry you. It is just the spark. After you have that spark, you need fuel for your fire, and motivation is not your fuel. Motivation is just the spark that lights that fire, but that fire needs to be fed, and motivation was never meant to do that. The people we admire don't just wake up motivated every single morning. They don't wake up inspired every morning. Maybe sometimes, but usually no. They wake up tired too. They wake up stressful, overwhelmed. But the difference is they do it anyway, and that is discipline. Discipline says, I made a promise to myself, so I am going to keep it and honor that promise, whether I feel like it or not. There's a line of thinking that I absolutely love all throughout this book, The Way of the Warrior Kid. A warrior doesn't train because they feel motivated. A warrior trains every day because they have the discipline to do it, whether they feel like it or not. So think about it. Even though we're not all warriors, I get it, but we can have that mentality. Imagine if we lived our lives that way, and imagine if we change that dialogue in our minds. Imagine if we tell ourselves, I don't skip my morning walks because I'm a person who takes care of myself. I don't quit on my goals because I am someone who keeps my promises. I don't give up after one bad day because that's not who I am. That, my friends, is an identity shift, and that shift changes everything. I've been thinking about this a lot lately because I will sometimes have people come up to me and say, how do you get so much done during the day? How do you do X, Y, and Z? And when I think about it, I am very tired every single day, but I have the discipline to do these things. I don't have the motivation every day. Actually, most days I just don't. There are mornings I don't want to work out or make a healthy breakfast. I just don't want to put in the effort. But I tell myself, you are a person who makes a promise to yourself, and you are a person who takes care of your body. So these are the things that we need to do. I am no different than anyone else, but the only difference is I'm learning to stop asking myself, when do I feel like doing this? And I've started asking, who do I want to become? If I can see myself in the future, 5 years, 10 years from now, who do I want to be? Do I want to keep doing the same thing I'm doing every day? Or do I want to be that elevated self that I know I have every ability to achieve? Because the person that I want to be shows up anyway. It's funny because we teach our kids to finish what they start, right? To brush their teeth every day, to practice that sport every day so they can get really good. But I think along the ways, we forget to practice that same mentality because, let's face it, we're exhausted. We tell them to keep trying when everything is hard. And somewhere along the way, we just stopped giving ourselves that same advice. As adults, we start negotiating with ourselves. We start waiting for the perfect day, the perfect storm, the perfect whatever, for the stars to align, and then we're gonna finish X, Y, and Z. We always wait for the perfect timing, and eventually 5 years have passed us by and we haven't made any significant changes. We haven't done the thing that we keep saying we're gonna do. Life has completely passed us by. So here's my final challenge for you. Pick one thing, just one, not 10 different things, but one thing that you can start doing every day. Whether it's making a healthy breakfast every day, or maybe it's keeping your phone off the dinner table and not going on it. Maybe it's limiting your social media. Maybe it's dedicating yourself to a workout every day. Whatever it is, pick it and dedicate yourself to it. And when Tuesday comes, remind yourself, I may not be motivated, but I am dedicated. And this is the person I am showing up to be. Not because you're motivated, but because you are someone who keeps a promise to yourself. Commit to being that future self and repeat that process every single day. And eventually, that's just who you become. It just becomes part of your life. And then slowly, you can add on from there these small little tasks that you can dedicate yourself to doing, whether or not you feel motivated. So if you're anything like me, maybe this lesson wasn't just for the kids, it was more for you. And if this resonated with you, leave a comment below about one area of your life where you are going to choose dedication over motivation. I'd love to cheer you on and have more conversations about personal growth, mindset, and just overall being a better human being. Just overall becoming a better version of yourself. I would love to have you here, so stick around for the next video. My name is Danny. I'll see you next time.